Hi everyone, it's Desiree, and I wanted to real quick pop in. Like I said, I had shown you the digital kits, download kits, and then I had shown you the Fussy cuts. So I wanted to revisit those because again, I just showed you the downloads and a couple sites that I downloaded from, and I'm sure that there's more. I'm sure I'll find them as well. And then what I've done is I've fussy cut like this beautiful one here. I mean, absolutely love that. That is from Junk with Steph. It's from her Fruits and Flowers. I mean, look at the size of that. That is just absolutely gorgeous. I have 3 beautiful golden butterflies here that I fussy cut out. And this is what's great with the fussy cut. You know, it's got that area that's around it. And it's not intricate. You know, that's what I love about the fussy cut die cuts, and I'm sure you will too. Look, I am not a fussy cutter. I don't like fussy cutting, but these were so easy. These took nothing to cut. Basically, I didn't have to think. That's a good thing. So these butterflies are from My Porch Prints, from her butterflies collection. And then I have this beautiful rose, and this is a little different because it has a gray outline or a gray shadow that you can cut around. And that one is from the Kiwi Card House location. As always, they will be linked down below so that you can check out their shop, and then direct links to these downloads that I have. And then, of course, as always, Tracy's labels. Cut some of those out because we'll be using those. So I usually always, I always have these tags on hand. I love to do ink smushing. I do it on the card making side a lot, but I've also, a lot of the things that I do on the card making side, I'm actually pulling in onto the junk journal side because we have a stash. When it comes to card making or junk journaling, it can go back and forth. It's a paper craft. So a lot of the techniques that I use on that side, I do pull in. And now that the camera's gonna jiggle a little bit, so I'm gonna apologize. But I need to make sure it was plugged in or else it would have died. So I have these tags. You can have any tags you want, and I just do some ink smushing on them. I like to keep this side like this because you can still journal on this side. They're soft colors. The 2 colors that I love to use is Broken China and Fossilized Amber, or I may throw in a Cracked Pistachio. Of course, if you've watched Tim Holtz, he has actually gotten me used to that combination. And then I just have some scrap pattern paper on the other side. And this is the side that I'm actually going to put these images on, just so that this is still a journaling side. Okay? So hopefully I don't gab too much. So this video should actually be quick. Imagine that. But you never know. We could go into something. I'm going to use my glue stick, my Uhu. And I'm going to start with my butterflies. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do, of course, is I'm going to pull my vintage photo in, and I want to go around the edges of each of these pieces. Even though they have that space going around it, I still want to have that vintage photo. I am just addicted to it, so we'll just go with that. This ink is definitely a staple for me, and I think I'm going to put that one there, and this gorgeous one. Now I'm going to ink around the edges, but this is so large. Could you imagine this on a page in your journal? Oh my god, it would be gorgeous. So I know there's going to be spots cut off. I just don't know what spots they're going to be. So I'm just going to go around the whole piece and then we'll touch up where we have to. And then this one's just going to go on that bright cardstock. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to glue these down. And I am going to go off to the side just a little bit. And then we'll glue the next one. And I do want them somewhat even, so I'm going to try to make sure that they're glued on the edges. And again, these are just simple and quick. I do like to have a lot of these tags with the ink smushing around, because then I can do whatever collage I want to do on them. You know, I can, do this on the back, and again, this is usually the side that I'll hold for journaling. We can write on this side, and it's a nice size tag to be able to do that. Now I'm just going to set that aside real quick while that dries, and I'm going to do the same thing with this beautiful rose image. And I think I'm actually going to bring that up like that. And again, for this one, even though the writing's going this way, you could still journal on this side as well. You don't have to just journal on that side. So it looks like this is actually going to be pretty quick. See, miracles can happen. Now this one, I just want this one to envelop, just absolutely envelop this tag. So I think I'm actually going to come right up on that. So we're going to see what all of this does here. I'll just go up. I'm going to take that straight up, but I do want some of that tag to show. So there we go. Now let's see, did I get... Oh, well, of course not. And let's pull that up and push that down. All right, and then you'll see, because what I'm going to do is I will cut around these edges. So again, you can see with these, if you've seen my previous videos, I love collaging. I love layering and just adding all kinds of different elements. Sometimes you don't have to do that. Sometimes just adding one simple image can be the trick and adds just enough to your piece, because you'll have so much, in other areas going on that you don't have to, keep layering and keep layering. Move this over so you can see as I'm trimming it. I'm just using the tag itself as the guide, and that's pretty much what I do for the pattern paper as well. And again, I'm really not particular when it comes to the pattern paper. These are just pieces of paper from 12 by 12 packs that I didn't use for another project, so they're kind of like the forgotten ones, but I saved those because I'll use those to collage on as a base or put them on the backs of my tags. Again, nothing gets wasted. I'm just going to punch this hole again. There we go. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. And then just these pops of color that are coming in. So now I'm going to go around all of the edges of the tag. So you can see on that cut edge, I'm hitting that butterfly again. I'm going to come around the edge, around the journal side, of course. And just to give it that edgy type. And again, I'm sure this is a wonderful sound to hear as I ink around the edges. And then this one. And again, it's just the element, you know, that you can use. Again, I do like the fussy cut elements, and if you should have I guess a Cricut, I think a silhouette, maybe, I know a Brother Scan and Cut, you know, you can use that as well to cut these because of the edge that goes around it. This I'm okay just pulling out my scissors because it doesn't have to be exact. So this fussy cutting, I don't mind at all. And again, it gives you just some quick elements. Maybe you have some scraps of paperwork, you're just not sure what you want to do, or maybe you just have some solid cardstock that you want to use up. Make some tags and you can just add these elements. Now to finish these up, I'm just going to add a label onto these in different spots. So for that one, I'm going to put that right there. This one I'm going to put up here. I think that one I'm going to put right there because I don't, you know what, now I'm going to put that right down here. So I've got my labels on there. And now I'm just going to add a topper. So this is Sari Silk, and of course this is where they attached it, and I kind of like that. So I'm actually going to take this, and for right now I will clip it onto the top of this tag with one of my clips. And I actually want it spread out, so I'm actually going to use two of them. And then I'm going to sew across that. So it was good that I punched the hole in there, but you never know if you're going to do it or not. This one I definitely want to keep the hole. So I have these white hole reinforcements, and I'm just going to use those around my opening. And I'll cut another piece. And we'll thread that through. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot. So there we go, we've got that one. And this one I'll cut a little bit longer of a piece because we'll double that up. And we'll push it through just so we can do another type of attachment to the top of our tag. And there we go. Tell you what, let me quick step away. I'm going to sew across this and I'll show you what this one looks like. So I'll be right back. Okay, and there you go. So I just got a little bit of a zigzag going on there. And then it's on to the back. And again, this is where people can journal. But they can also journal wherever they would want, you know, wherever they want to write their thoughts, poems or anything, they can do that. Doesn't always have to be coffee dyed. I just love ink smushing. You can use any colors. I like to use the Distress Oxides when it comes to this. But these, I just like to keep tags on hand. So now I've got 3 more for my stash. And I could just pull as I need them. So again, video was actually a little quicker than what I thought. But again, you have these beautiful images that you can just fussy cut. I mean, that one's gorgeous as well. Again, this one is from Junk with Steph. And again, everything will be linked down below. And again, you can change the size of these. I just loved the boldness of the size when it came to those images. So as promised, this is the project that we can use for our fussy cuts. I do hope you enjoyed it. Hope I gave you some ideas to get into your crafty space, no matter what that is, and just start creating, collaging, whatever it is that makes you smile, because that is what's most important. So as always, the links to these shops and also to these products directly will be down below in the video description. And if you have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave those down below as well, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you are enjoying your day. I hope you are being creative, because remember, that's actually what's most important for me. Always be creator, guys. Creator. Okay, let me try that. Be creative. But if you want to be creator, hey, go for it. Whatever makes you smile. That's what's most important. Take care, guys. Till next time.